The race is on for the Oh Boy Oberto Team of the Year. Our top 25 teams will advance to the finals, the championship round for the Cup.
The season started in Mobile, Alabama, where the fishing was tough, but Anthony Randazzo and Billy Walbaum made big plans and a long run, and wound up on top. The second stop was Chalmette, Louisiana, where GT Cantrell and Randy Bainick proved it could be done, a wire-to-wire win. This week, it's stop 3 of 5, Lake Charles, Louisiana, and the chance for bigger fish, a chance for bigger disappointments, and an opportunity to get closer to the Redfish Cup.
Put him in the well. Put him in the well. Wait, yes, baby, yes. They're showing up.
There's one.
Oh, my God.
Ah, we got you.
Third season for the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup, and this is our third event of this season, Lake Charles, Louisiana. If you're back in the pack, this is the time when you really need to make your move. We're trying to be the top 25 teams out of these 100 competing here today who make it to the final, the championship, and the shot at getting your name on the cup.
My baby, she's all right. My baby, clean out of sight.
Hey, there's a cup right there. Welcome to our coverage of the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup from Lake Charles. I'm Tommy Sanders. Once again, very lucky to have Captain Charlie Thomason with the analysis in the studio, just like Chalmette last week. And just like Chalmette last week, this is coverage pre-hurricane, in this case, pre-Rita.
Yes, that's correct. And Lake Charles absolutely took a big hit. I mean, it was really tough.
So this will be before that time. We're going to see some different types of fishing as well. It's not that lush marshland we saw south of Chalmette. A different look, a lot of different options for these anglers.
Absolutely. There's a lot of different places that these people can fish, and there's a lot of different ways. We're going to see some techniques that we usually don't see on the Cup.
All right, this is make or break time, the third event of the year. If you're on top, you can still be shot out of the saddle. If you're a ways back, you can still climb into this thing. That Team of the Year race is very, very important. That's a prestigious thing for you anglers, right?
Absolutely. I mean, we're in fifth place right now. I am very happy. We're excited. We're trying to find out what we're going to do to win this thing. But the thing is, this is the time of the year that when people really have to make the decision, hey, I'm going to, come in this thing to win. You've got to come in with your points and do well. If you don't, you can fall right to the back of the pack.
A very important tournament. Team of the Year, of course, the Watts brothers won it the first year along with the Redfish Cup. The team of Bostic and Miller won it last year. Let's take a look at the standings right now coming into this tournament. GT Cantrell, Randy Bainick, who won the last event at Chalmette, they're the team on top. You see the Hartzels in there. And look, tied for fifth place, Charlie Thomason, Captain Eric Taylor as well. So good stuff coming up on the team race today. We're going to locate our event for you. Southwest Louisiana and Lake Charles, Lake Calcasieu, and of course the channel there going down to the Gulf, the giant Sabine National Wildlife Refuge. A lot of places to fish out there. Here's our weather report, our Frog Togs weather. Well, it's partly cloudy, a high of 97 degrees, a heat index probably 107 degrees. Very sweaty in Lake Charles. Scattered thunderstorms later in the day, but we got good fishing conditions in this three-day tournament. We're going to cut to the top 5 after 2 days, a 2-fish limit. And here's the team, second place in our Team of the Year, the Hartzels from Houston, Texas.
Hey, put that motor down. I got it. Motor down. I got it down. Put that motor all the way down. I got it. Now comes the close one. You are spastic when it comes to a trolling motor. Yeah, we're good. Good shit. If we're bouncing, we're not. You might want to get back there in the back, Keith. Trying to say something about my weight? Yeah, you lowered it a good 3 inches. I gained all that weight for a reason.
Keith and Greg Hartzell got the first obstacle out of the way. They are under the bridge and ready to start fishing as we begin day one action here. A good way to illustrate the versatility that you can use here that you were talking about, Charlie, the different things anglers can do, would be to look at the tournaments we've already had here. Back to 2003, the Garrisons from up in Lafayette, very much using bass fishing techniques.
That's right. They were using beetle spins on cypress stumps. Every bass fisherman's dream, and it worked for the redfish, and they won the tournament.
All right, and back in 2004, Lamont and West won the whole shooting match, including the cup. Back then, doing something completely different over in the Sabine National Wildlife Refuge.
Yeah, well, that area, instead of stumps, they were using grass, throwing top waters and some gold spoons. That won them that, and it won them their signature on the cup.
What's going to win it this year?
I don't know what's the thing. It's just, that's what makes this place great. It makes it really fun because you just don't know where you can fish, and you always have options. You know, if it's not working one way, you can switch it to another.
All right, that's a good thing about that. We'll find out what is working here in just a minute, but before we get to that, we've got to show you in just a few minutes your day starting, Captain Charlie, you and your partner. Eric, things got off to a flying stop for you guys. We'll see how that is resolved when we return to our coverage of the Oh Boy Oberto Cup event here in Lake Charles.
Man, is there any way you can open this thing up? Oh my gosh. I was just saying. What if that thing is closed?
The Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup, stop number 3 for this year. We're in Lake Charles in southwest Louisiana. 100 teams out there on the water on days 1 and 2. We've been seeing plenty of action from day number 1. Lots of ways to catch redfish in this part of the world. I'm Tommy Sanders, joining us with the analysis today. It's Captain Charlie Thomas, and Captain Charlie and his partner did fish day 1 of this tournament and day 2 as well, but an interesting experience on day 1. Watch this.
Yeah, right now we're in 5th place for Team of the Year race, and we're excited about that. We put a lot of homework in this year. We've done a lot of work, and we're just hoping that we can take over the Team of the Year this year. That's our big goal, is to do that.
Man, is there any way you can open this thing up? You're kidding me. Is it going to be closed tomorrow, too? There's no way, huh, man? We're fishing a tournament. We got to go all the way around. There's no way you can just let us through? Oh, no. We're fishing a tournament. We're trying to get through. There's no way? We got to run all the way around. They're working on this bridge. They're working on it. Oh my gosh. I was just saying, what if that thing is closed? Haven't been closed the entire time we pre-fished. We even asked the crabber, did they ever close this thing? He said never. Never, ever, he said.
You got to feel jinxed at that point, trying to start your day off and you run into something like that.
Yeah, well, what's weird is we've made sure that that bridge was going to be open, and of course, as game day starts, everything gets changed. The bridge was closed, but hey, no big deal. We turned around. We always make sure we have another option to get to our area. And the area that we were able to get to, we went around Sabine National Wildlife Refuge, got right up inside, and started fishing.
They say never unless you want it to happen. That's certainly what happened this time around.
About 9 o'clock, pushing away from us, right here. Look at him.
I don't see him.
Can't see it push? Perfect.
Another one pushing right there.
Yep. Come on. Good job. I can't reach him. Is this one good?
Yeah, he's good. I think. I mean, it's so close. He looks small, actually.
Hold on, no horse him. You got him?
Here, no, here. Here.
Want me to get him?
Charlie Thomason and Captain Eric Taylor finished day number 1, 36th place with 9.18 pounds. Now, that does not help them in the race to get to the top of the Team of the Year standings. But the team taking the lead after day 1 in Team of the Year was the team from Port Lavaca and Laguna Vista, Texas, down there in South Padre area, Charlie and Jack Barton.
14.73 pounds and a brand new leader out of Barton and Barton.
And we have another team making a gamble this time around, 135 miles each way. For Mike Tyndall and Artie Price, it must have worked. After one day of fishing, they are in 2nd place. Also in the top 5, the hybrid Texas-Florida team, Sam Arcuri and Keith Rainwater. Take a look at the rest of the leaderboard from day 1. See who else is in contention, including Mike Friday and Danny Latham. We got Walt Powell and Tom Tamanini not too far out of that 5th place spot. Charlie Barton and Jack Barton from down there in South Padre land, where the tour is headed later on this season. And we picked him up off the Calcasieu Ship Channel in Long Point Bayou.
2 fish, buddy boy. That's it, Jack. 2 fish. 2 biggies. Push each other to the limit.
Get right for us.
All right, Charlie boy. One more time and we're there.
We're talking about this being the place to make a move. The Bartons, a good example, 13th place coming in here. After one day of fishing, they're all the way up into 4th in Team of the Year.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Tom, this is a prime example right here. Look, they're catching fish. This is going to move them up, and this is the tournament to do it in.
Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, baby. Measure for me. Measure for me.
That is perfect. Put it in.
Man, that is on the money. Look at this. It don't get no better than that.
Put it in. Success at last.
Barton and Barton seem to have all the confidence in the world. And what are they doing here?
Well, what they're doing is a lot of the guys do this on the tour. They freeze the water from the area that they're fishing in Ziploc bags, and then the day of the tournament, you pour that in, and it doesn't affect the fish. You have no chlorine in the water. Plus, it cools the fish down, so the metabolism slows down, and everything works out great for them living.
And folks, the fish appreciate it. It is hot, hot, hot down here in Lake Charles, but the fishing is going to be hotter. We'll have more of that for you when we return.
Good job, Steve. Thank you, partner.
The Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup, third season for the Cup. This is the third event of our year. We're in Lake Charles in southwest Louisiana, getting ready to show you action from day 2 of this 3-day fishing tournament. Let's take a look at the day 1 leaderboard. Here are the teams that really did well after day 1, but you need to be in the top 5 after 2 days of fishing. Let's get out on the water with Ross Barkhurst and Lloyd Landry.
It's amazing. 2 dang fish can change your whole entire life.
Ross Barkhurst with then partner Mike Tyndall had a shot at winning this event the first time it came here in 2003.
Got one.
Not where we want to be, but
Oh.
3 pounds.
3 pounds. Here's the real test, though. Since we're fishing in Texas, we gotta be 20 inches.
I got another one. That's a better fish.
21 inches.
This one's better, Ross.
Come on, baby, stay pegged.
Barkhurst and Landry getting some good results down here in Lake Charles. They were in 21st place in the Oh Boy Oberto Team of the Year points coming in. And after 1 day of this tournament, they had moved up into 10th place.
3 pounds. Old hero Danny Brower would have gave me an F for that, for taking my hand off my reel in the school.
Little bass fishing name check right there. Denny Brower of Schooled by Denny Brower. As we move from Barkhurst and Landry over to a different team here, team of Sam Arcuri Jr. and Keith Rainwater.
Yeah, you can see these guys right here. They're on some fish. There must be a bunch of them there due to the reason there's a lot of boats sitting in that one spot. These guys are fishing the same areas. The fish are there. And, hey, this is a new team coming into the deal, and they look like they're going to do really good this year. It seems like they have good patterning on their fishing, and they're consistent.
Good job, Keith.
Thank you, partner.
Okay, go.
All right, Charlie boy. One more time and we're there.
One more time.
Got to have one more.
Okay, that's all there is to it.
Charlie Barton, Jack Barton from down there in the South Padre, Texas area. We got a tournament coming up there later this season. Right now, they're 4th place in Oh Boy Oberto Team of the Year points. They're in a good position right now.
Definitely. I mean, they got this tournament. They're doing well in this tournament. And guess what? They go South Padre. They do well there. They're going to be a hard team to beat in the Team of the Year standings.
You're on your tail right now. You better watch out for the Bartons. Tell us about, we talk about how popular this place is.
Yes.
What is it that's drawing all these teams into here?
Well, what it is, Long Point Bayou, what it is, it's an area that has a lot of oyster shells, flat bottom. It's kind of dirty water. What happens is you can see these fish because you spook them off. And when they run off and you see the wake, you can throw right in front of them, they'll hit it every time.
Well, the Bartons had that great first day, good enough on day 2, and they're solidly in the top 5.
11.21 pounds, and the Bartons move back into the top 5 and have a chance to move on, baby.
Rick Murphy and Scott Guthrie finished 4th last year here at Lake Charles in the championship. They're looking to make it a win this time. For Ronnie Pitts and Ben Alderman of South Carolina, their second top 5 appearance in a row. They did it last time at Chalmette. Last year's Port Aransas champ Mike Friday with his new partner Danny Latham qualifying 2nd place, and Mike Tyndall and Artie Price make the long run to finish tops on day number 2. Long runs. We had it in our first event over there at Mobile. Talk about the advantages and the downfalls of making a long run, hundreds of miles to fish on that final day.
Yeah, well, they're making a run from Lake Charles all the way to Vermilion Bay. I mean, that's a long ways. They got to go through a set of locks. It's a lot of things that could go wrong, and I'll tell you, it'd be a really hard decision unless they're on some really good fish, which they are.
Yeah.
So that makes them want to do it. But boy, it's pretty hairy to take that.
Well, they don't have to make that decision. They can opt not to do that. We're going to find out whether they do that. And how about, well, Murphy and Guthrie? They're going to fish a place that's very shallow under a falling tide.
We've got an area that's pretty shallow. We're hoping this boat can get in there. I think it can real early first thing.
they'll let us go. And we've got some fish tailing and some hydrilla mats that'll be right in front of us. And so we're gonna get in there real quiet, pole in there, tight. And if they're there like they have been, it could be over in a couple casts. We could have what we want. There's some big fish in there.
And you know the best thing about us, Scotty, is while we're catching them and jacking them for 2 hours, those guys are still gonna be running.
That fog might hurt Artie and Tyndall.
Tyndall and Price will make the long run today, but will they be able to land 2 fish in the short time, and will they be able to avoid the pitfalls?
We're gonna take about a 3-hour ride. Hopefully fish for about 10 or 15 minutes, turn around and come back.
Don't come back here with more than 13 pounds.
Hey, you do the same, we'll be all right.
We got time, I think we're gonna do better than that. If we can get there and back.
Hey, if y'all see us sitting at the dock when you come in,
Oh, man.
it's gonna be bad. First day we fished 10 minutes and got 14 and a half, and yesterday we fished 1 hour and 40 minutes and got 15.
So it's gonna take 14. They've all been ranging 12 and a half, 13 and a half.
If we get 14 pounds, we're coming this way.
Time will tell. It'll be a long ride back if they're not there.
So we are down to our final 5, the ones who will shoot it out for the championship. Can Tyndall and Price make it all the way over and all the way back and catch fish? How about Guthrie and Murphy? Can they stay afloat long enough to capture their first championship? That and more, we'll answer it all when we return.
Come on now, hold on, Bubba. You gonna knock the bottom out of it.
The Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup coming to you from Southwest Louisiana here at Lake Charles. That's our headquarters for this 3rd event of the season. We're down to the 3rd day of this tournament. That means championship day, and we are down to 5 teams. And this team right here, Tyndall and Price, are making a 3-hour run each way in hopes of landing 2 keeper fish in less than 2 hours. There's Mike Friday, his partner Danny Latham. They're making a run to Rabbit Island in West Cove. That's off of Lake Calcasieu. Friday and Latham qualified in 2nd place, 27.70 pounds over 2 days. Friday, of course, won Port Aransas last year with his old partner, Matt McLean. He's got him a new partner, and one of the prospects for this team today.
I'll tell you, I think they're going to do very well. I really do. They're really excited about what's going to go on today. They know they're on some fish. They've done real well, and they're in 2nd place. How could you not feel that you're going to do very well?
All right, they're going to be using a little bit different technique on us today. We'll talk about it at length a little bit later, but this involves a cork, right, Charlie?
That's right, and it's one of the best ways to indicate a strike and bring these fish up to the bait.
Mikey, power pull us, buddy. This feels like a pretty good one. Yeah, he's acting like he might be a little bit too good. Oh no! Gosh, dang it.
That would feel a little too big. Couldn't tell.
Let me put it this way. If he did make it, he was definitely the one you wanted.
Danny Latham a little long to shake that one off. Next team, Guthrie and Murphy. They've got a particular problem today. Have to get in and out of their place, catch their fish before the tide drops out from under them.
Oh, Bubba, you gonna knock the bottom out of it.
Last year we were in the championship, and Watts boys were qualified in 3rd. We were 2nd. They went out and zeroed on day 3. Sometimes guys will go for the home run and
Get none.
Be indecisive in terms of what they want to do when they go in there. Get a little of the day 3 tournament jitters, and if you've been there a couple times before, it helps a little bit, I think. That's the school. Let's go double. Tell me when. You go a little left, I'll go a little right. 1, 2, 3.
Charlie Thompson, I know you know this place pretty well. You and your partner Eric Taylor fished it pre-fishing, right?
That's right. We went in there, and believe it or not, we caught some really nice fish. Our problem was, hey, in the Sabine, we caught bigger fish, so we decided to go over there. And I had no idea that they were fishing in this area. And I'll tell you one thing, I'm going to go home and tell Eric I can't believe it.
Good job, bud. I ain't the monster, but that's going to work, Ricky. There's a good thing about that fish, is we're getting ready to put him in to protect this witness program.
Right at 4 pounds.
Okay. That'll work.
The team of Guthrie and Murphy. One fish, yes, sir, they are on the board. Now we'll go back over to Friday and Latham and see if they've had any luck getting over that first big, disappointing missed fish.
Actually, when he whistles, he's upset.
I'm not upset. Just slightly irritated. I'm really not upset today. Not bad. I'm all right.
Had one fish break us off, and then we lost another one.
Mike, I'm gonna pop a blood vessel in my head, I'm telling you.
Trying to whistle their way back into some fish. We have 4 teams already fishing, some with some success. Some of them are on the board. As the team of Mike Tyndall and Artie Price still making their way across the Gulf to their destination. That's 3 hours away from Lake Charles.
Probably all 4 other boats probably already have a limit. Probably do. We're on 0 right now, but we're heading to the right ones.
Ben probably has some fish right now, and I think Murphy and Guthrie probably have fish. Friday, they probably have fish too.
Friday's probably got the better fish. They were in second yesterday. Murphy and Ben and all of them are fishing ponds. I think Friday's fishing a little deeper. I think his fish are going to be more consistent weight. Coming into the last leg, getting close. To the gas station, that is.
We got about another 6 or 7 miles to the fish. 57.7, we had 9.3 gallons to spare.
And he's ready to rock again. Let's go jerk us a pumpkin.
Pumpkin, they're looking for something big and orange and fat. The problem is they've only got a short time to do it. We'll show you how they do it when we return.
The Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup is brought to you by Motor Guide. Never stop. Lowrance. We lead, we find, you win. And Berkeley. The edge you need for fishing in the zone.
Welcome back to the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup. This is stop 3 of our season. Lake Charles in southwest Louisiana, and we're looking at the team of Ronnie Pitts and Ben Alderman, all the way over here from South Carolina. Had a great tournament last time out in Chalmette, made the top 5. Here's the leaders after day 1. The team of Charlie Barton and Jack Barton from the South Padre Island area, way down there in South Texas. These 2 teams have been fishing in the same pond all week long. And again, tell us, Charlie, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I'll tell you, it's a good thing, because in that area, what it's allowing them to do is allowing them to be able to see each other, see what techniques are working. You kind of use each other to help catch fish. I mean, you know, it's not that you're using them really to find your fish. You're just using them that if they're using the top water, you're catching them, bam, you know what to use.
Is it demoralizing, though, to see the other team load up, say, 3 fish in a row and you got nothing?
Yes, it is. And I'll tell you, sometimes that will work on you mentally, but then other people, they look at that as a challenge. They'll look at it and say, hey, they caught fish, we know we can also.
Big slick out there.
Sometimes it helps to have another boat in the same pond and you can see what's going on.
Yep.
Hundreds of square miles to fish, and they wind up in the same place. That's not unusual in Redfish Cup action.
No way.
What is a little bit unusual, at least we haven't seen so much of it, is what the Friday and Latham team are doing with the corks out there on the water. Explain what this deal is, Charlie.
I'll tell you, in Louisiana, this is one of the hottest ways to fish, and a lot of also in Florida where they're from. What it is, it's just a cork. You got about a 2-foot leader on it, and then you have your soft plastic hooked onto the jig head. And what they're doing is they're using a noise presentation to draw the fish in. They have their favorite plastic on the bottom. It's an easier prey for the redfish to grab. And once they do, the cork goes under. It signals that they have it. Set the hook and they got it. That's a basic one, but I'll tell you, this is a new one that's out. This is like turn of the century type of stuff. Real loud rattle. It's a different type of cork. You put your leader at the difference that you want to have. If you want to be a wooden foot or 2 foot underneath, the noise attracts the fish. Favorite plastic underneath. They grab it, and that's it. And I'll tell you, that's an easy way to catch fish. And sometimes that noise really will get you some of the bigger fish.
Mike. There we go. You get back here with you, brother. Ah, come on, come on, come on. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. You're running away, that slippery son of a gun.
Switch sides. Well, better anyway.
He's looking a little bit on the meaty side. Maybe he's just got a really big head.
And a really big tail.
Well, maybe he's got a really small tail, Mike.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Oh yeah, he's close. He's close.
He's close.
Yeah. Close to 14 pounds. I don't think he'll make it. Sorry, Mikey. Got y'all excited for nothing.
That's right.
For a great big old, at least we didn't lose that one.
No.
Come on, you gotta look on the right side of things.
We're battling real high water at the moment. Oversized fish have moved in here, and we hadn't caught any oversized fish here all week, and all of a sudden we catch two. So.
Oh yeah, he's close. He's close.
He's close.
Yeah. That's why losing 2 fish this morning was not good. That was huge.
Yeah, all we need is 2. So.
Brady and Latham trying to get it going. Here's another team that's trying to get it going. The team from South Carolina, Alderman and Pitts, fishing in the same pond basically with Barton and Barton, the Long Point Bayou area. These teams are working and working this place over, but they've yet to get things started. They're trying to get things rolling with no success.
Come on, you guys, do something, make them bite.
Yeah, I'm waiting on y'all. Somebody's got to get the skunk off.
Y'all did?
No, I said somebody's got to get it. Y'all go ahead and knock yourself out. We got 2 flounder there.
We're working on it. Something will happen sooner or later.
Yeah, or nothing. Or nothing will happen.
Just catch one right now on that point. Oh, right on some bait. Get it, get it. Is it?
That's him.
Okay. Coming down.
Fish on. They got one on.
Oh, watch that stick.
You got the
Trolling
pole.
motor.
You got the power pole. All right, never mind.
Net.
So they couldn't let us fish the island by ourselves. Dang it.
Damn it.
Come on, buddy.
Come to Papa. Ease him up. Ease him up.
Here we go. Here we go.
A good one.
I'm gonna turn him right now.
Okay, you do your thing.
Measure, baby, measure.
A little over 25.
Not very big, but we'll take it.
No, but a fish is a fish.
Yeah, they're keeping it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's about 5 pounds.
508.
Hey.
No, the kiss is for the 27.
27s are kisses.
Yeah, I know.
I think 2, maybe 2 27s for a kiss.
Come on,
See
let's
how
go.
he gets it.
Let's go, let's go. Let's do it again.
They had to watch each other do it, but both the Bartons and Guthrie and Murphy are both on the board. But in the case of Tyndall and Price, they're still en route. They haven't gotten where they're going, haven't wet a line. We'll see what their results are when we come back. Nice warm weather to say the least here in beautiful Lake Charles, and we have got a lot going on this weekend besides the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup. We got the tailgate party going on, waiting for the anglers to come back in. Also, the Steel Timber Sports Series, and out on the water, 5 teams battling it out for the championship, trying to get that 2-fish limit that's going to be the best today. The team of Mike Friday and Danny Latham, boy, they've had their troubles getting 2 fish in the boat. They've missed 2 good fish, and they've landed 2 fish that were too big.
I may switch over to a spoon with you.
What's that?
Said I may switch over to a spoon with you. I knew I saw him. I knew I saw him. Still getting time on it. Nice fish, Bubba. Oh, trying, baby. Step to the other side of the boat. Step to the other side of the boat. Oh, man. You gotta be kidding me. We played this game before. You gotta be kidding me. I'm stuck in the mud under the boat. You gotta be kidding me. Sometimes we'll make a boo-boo and screw our game plan up, but we don't lose fish very often, especially like that. That's just crazy. Hold on, what I gotta do? Shake it off, brother.
That's a stud, buddy. My mother told me there'd be days like this, but I didn't believe her.
Rick, they're starting to move up.
There's a big fish right there to your right, going right.
That's him. That's him. That's okay. Okay.
Hey. Look at how beautiful and gold they are. These
Watch
fish
how
in the
beautiful
pond.
he is when he's sitting in our well.
Yeah.
Got the fish. Now, if I hold the boga really hard down like this, he's 15. 6.5.
Good. This is what's fun about
For the bass guys, they don't get any of this action right here when the fishing gets low.
You don't see them hugging no amateurs. Hey, now we can be friends again. Good job, bud.
Meanwhile, Burn and Gas, the team of Tyndall and Price. This is the team that's making a 135-mile run each way. They have a very short time to do their fishing, and they're just now arriving at their destination. Other teams on the board, Murphy and Guthrie, now with 10.5 pounds. Barton and Barton there as well. These two guys just hoping for something to happen fast.
Where do all those singles go that are on this bank?
Weigh in the last 2 days.
To the weigh-in?
Yeah, to the weigh-in the last 2 days is where they went.
They've been right in here. We caught a few down there.
Oh, dust balls right here's all of them right here. Look at them all right here, right here.
That's a school.
Whole
That's
school
a school.
fish right there, right beside the boat. All right, dog. Keep him on. I'm gonna see if I can get one while you're fighting. You see them? There's like 15 fish right there, went right by the boat. Come on, be a 26.5.
A little smaller. It's one. I don't know how we didn't get hit on that. Maybe just cruising down the bank. Usually we double up, like in that pod. We don't never get that close to them. We never see them. That's the shortest one we've had, 24 and a half. Then after that, it's just singles. Usually it's over those first 2 casts. That's why I was depressed I didn't get one right there. About 15 fish right there in a pod. Just happened to look over the side of the boat, swimming right at us.
Tyndall and Price get into the mix with their 6 pounds, trying to catch one more. Back
Alex
to Friday and Latham, sitting on 0.
You'd have probably positioned the boat a little better for him.
Huh?
You'd have probably positioned the boat a little better for him.
Oh. I want to know where the banana's at, Mike.
It's got to be here somewhere.
It's in here somewhere, dadgummit. Where's it at? Mike. Coming back at us. Power pull us off. Squeeze here. No. No. That's the little guy we need right there. Take that.
I think he's gonna measure.
Yeah, and he's a little pork chop too, isn't he?
He's gonna be close. Oh.
They're here.
Everybody's on the board except for these guys. Alderman and Pitts from South Carolina, though, have found something.
There he goes. He was in there. He was in there. I don't know what he wants today, but he didn't go for what I did. Gotta be patient here since we're not getting any bites. We just need to do a little dead sticking. Oh, redfish, redfish. Okay, he's coming right to the troll mode. He's gonna be in the slot. You ready?
Yeah, man.
He's big, but he's my
Here's
brother.
the skunk off.
I'll take him. We gotta get that well full. Gotta open the, get a boga grip. Little baby. But the skunk's out. He is a baby there. Smallest fish we caught in this whole place. Always got. That's the smallest fish I've seen in this pond in a week. But hey, I love him. I love him. Right now, he's my boy.
Alderman and Pitts now on the board. Guthrie and Murphy leading with 10.5 pounds. 3 teams, though, just 1 bite away from the lead. This thing is far from over. Who's it going to be? Well, let's come back and find out in a moment.
The Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup is presented by Frog Togs, keeping the world cool and dry since 1996. And brought to you by Triton Boats, Triton LTS, the ultimate bay and coastal fishing boat. And powered by Oh Boy Oberto Beef Jerky. Taste what's real, it better be Oberto.
Lake Charles, Louisiana, the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup, 3rd stop of the year, and this is day 3, championship day here in Lake Charles. 5 teams out there battling it out on the water. In the lead with 10.5 pounds, the team of Scott Guthrie and Rick Murphy, but they're not out of the woods yet. We got Friday and Latham, just 7 pounds. They're 1 fish away. So does Tyndall and Price, have 6 pounds, so it's not over yet, Charlie.
No, I'll tell you, these 2 teams, they've got something going right now. Latham and them, they could come back with 1 fish.
Rick, that's a fish right there between them poles.
Hey, there's it.
Richard.
Get him. Excellent job netting a fish, God. That's him. That's how you do it.
This guy's lost an eyeball.
He has?
Yeah, look at him.
Arr, he's a pirate.
He ought to be on the Lake and Bay squad.
Yeah. The pirates.
Uh-oh.
Put him in the well. Put
Good.
him in the well.
Let me see what I gotta tell Artie Price. Seven and a half.
That's deep.
You know, the deal is, though, we can only be in here for probably another hour. And this boat won't float in here after that. So this is critical to fastest we can go.
The mission for Murphy and Guthrie was to catch 2 fish before the tide dropped out, and it looks like mission accomplished.
But when you're dealing with the tide, when you're dealing with large saltwater fish like this, keeping them alive, you have to consider all those things as importantly as making other casts to try to get a bigger fish. A lot of times it makes better sense, especially when you're fishing a little bit far away, boat you don't know, to get back and be where everybody else is. You know, that's part of the tournament fishing, is getting back.
One more time over to Tyndall and Price. They had the least time to fish today because they made the longest run, 3 hours each way. The time is just about to run out for them with just 1 fish in the boat.
We gotta roll. Got 2 minutes. We tried him, Hardy. Know what we can do.
Tyndall and Price are done. Friday and Latham, one more shot at adding to their 1 fish and catching Murphy and Guthrie.
I want to. Oh, wrong one. Where the hell is the freaking button? Fuck. Ain't big, but he's one. Ah. Good job, Mikey Bo. Whew. He's probably 4.5. All it takes is a whole lot of bad luck for everybody else, because goodness gracious knows we've had it. No boys and few men would have kept going through the crap we've gone through today. Break 2 fish off, lose fish. Other than that, it's been great.
Friday and Latham will take their chances with the weigh-in. And about the weigh-in, how about this crowd? It's a hot day today in Lake Charles. And we have a big active crowd ready to go.
Out of Texas, put it together for Charlie and Jack Barton. Your day 1 leaders come into this, the number 5 qualifiers. What you got? That's what you came to see.
But that's all you're going to see. 1 fish today and only 1 for the Barton.
That's what I thought. Well, let's go ahead and meet our next team. They come out of Florida, both North and South Florida. Scott Guthrie and Captain Rick Murphy out of Homestead. These guys, he needs some extra motivation. These guys know how to catch some fish. That's what I'm talking about. Scott, can you back that up?
Mine's bigger than his.
How about it? Murphy and Guthrie, 2 good reds. They only need 577 to take the lead. How about 13.31 pounds? And Guthrie and Murphy move to the top of the food chain, baby. Oh, yeah. Here comes Captain Ronnie Pitt and Ben Alderman out of South Carolina. Let's get some fish on the scales and see where you guys sit on the leaderboard right now. Murphy and Guthrie holding it down with 13:31. Reach in, show me something good.
Not really that good for Ronnie Pitts and Ben Alderman. Just 1 fish. Guthrie and Murphy get to keep their seats on stage for a while longer.
Let's go ahead and meet Mike Friday and Danny Latham out of Florida.
Friday and Latham, man, if they had their hands full today. 2 fish to show for it, but they fall short.
Guthrie and Murphy staying in the lead. Let's hear it for Alabama's Mike Tyndall and Newport Richey, Florida's Artie Price. All right, you need 13.32 to steal the thunder from Murphy and Guthrie.
All right, Murph, I'm going to show you the little one first.
Uh-oh. This ain't what you want to see right there.
Tyndall flashes a formidable fish. But Price comes up empty the long run with disappointment at the end of the line on this day in Louisiana.
Rick Murphy, Scott Guthrie, taking it to the top.
Scott Guthrie and Rick Murphy, the Florida boys, come to town and notch the win. They were 4th place here last year in the championship. Having a good experience makes a difference when you go back, right?
Well, I'll tell you, it just goes to show they were able to take the skills that they learned from last year, brought it right here this time, and got them a win. They honed their skills, and it worked for them.
All right, congratulations to them. Guthrie and Murphy on top. Mike Friday almost picks up his 2nd win on the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup Series. Mike Tyndall and Artie Price, the big run kind of bombed out. Barton and Barton followed by Pitts and Alderman. Let's take a look now at our Oh Boy Oberto Team of the Year stats. And on top, it's the Hartzels. Keith and Greg Hartzell with the top points there. And look in 3rd place, Captain Charlie Thomason and his partner Eric Taylor. You guys are doing good over the stretch of tournaments, and that's what it's all about, consistency.
Yes, it is. And I'll tell you that we're being very consistent right now. We got Clearwater coming next. Eric's from Florida. We're hoping that that's going to really help us out with the advantage of him being from there. And it's Clearwater effects. You know, you got to go in there and really be precise and be very finesse to be able to catch these fish.
Totally different deal down there in Clearwater, Florida. We'll have it all for you next time right here on the Oh Boy Oberto Redfish Cup.
Oh, redfish, redfish. All right, dog. Come on, baby, stay dead. The bass guys, they don't get any of this action right here when the fishing gets low.
Rick Murphy, Scott Guthrie, taking it to the top. Oh boy, Oberto featuring the Redfish Cup champions.